Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody to today's class on Srila Guru Maharaj. So today we will know about Guru Maharaj from whom we are taking initiation. So let us start the class by offering our prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjalashalaakaya Chakshurunmilitamyena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. नमायं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः आचार्यपादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिनि गौरकथा दामुदाय नगरग्रामतारिणि नमायं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणि निर्विशेषाय शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणि जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna,
could you
Prabhu.
please share the screen?
Yeah, I'm already shared.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So today we will see about the pastimes of Srila Guru Maharaj, his appearance, and about his early life, and then his service to ISKCON. Next slide, Prabhuji. So this is what we'll be covering today: his early life, then early days in Mayapur, his preaching. Yeah. So, okay. So, those who know, okay. So, how many of you all know Srila Guru Maharaj's Pranam Mantra? Please raise your hands. Okay. Okay. Would any one of you like to recite by heart?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, yes.
Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Jayapataka Swami Niti Namine Namo Acharya Padaya Nitya Krupa Pradayane Gaura Katha Damodaya Nagara Gramotarine. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Krishna. Pranams. Okay. So now let us recite Guru Maharaj's Pranam Mantra. नमायो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने नमः आचार्य पादाय निताय कृपाप्रदायिने गौरकथा दामुदाय नगरग्राम तारिणी. Now let's try to understand the meaning. नमायो विष्णुपादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते जयपताका स्वामिनिति नामिने. I offer my humble obeisances unto Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, who is very dear to Krishna, and Vishnupada. Vishnupada means one who has taken the shelter of the Lord, shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. So Vishnupad or Prabhupada means that they have taken shelter of the Lord. They have taken shelter of the lotus feet of the Lord. Our second line. Nama Acharya Padaya Nitaya Kripa Pradayini. He is Nama Acharya Padaya. Taken the shelter of the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada at the previous acharyas. Nitai Kripa Pradayini. He gives the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. He gives to all of us the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu. And the last line. Gaurakatha Damudaya Nagara Grama Tarini. He So Guru Maharaj gives Gaur Katha, which explains, gives lecture, explains the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dhamudaya reveals the holy Dham to us. Nagara Grama Tarini, and he preaches to in all the cities and villages. So now let us see a bit about Guru Maharaj's early life. So when Srila Guru Maharaj was in Sridham was in India, and he had to go to renew his visa. And Srila Prabhupada, he wanted Srila Guru Maharaj to be in India, and he approached one of the MP, the and they said to Prabhupada that many nowadays are those days are like they told the Prabhupada that those days many of the youth many were trying to go to America, like they're trying to get the Americans settled in America. Whereas Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada wanted Guru Maharaj to be in India to develop Srila Mayapur, and he told the authority, that person, that Guru Maharaj is an eternal associate of Lord Shri Chaitanya, and he speaks very fluent Bengali. At time Guru Maharaj is telling from like, and then now because in an eternal associate of the Lord, he always is in remembrance of the Lord, right from his appearance. So we can also see that in Guru Maharaj's early life, that right from his appearance, he was in the he had he had faith in the holy name of the Lord, and also he worshipped the Lord. Okay. That's okay. Can anyone tell Guru Maharaj's legal name? Please raise your hand. Prabhuji, any hand raise? Hare Krishna?
There is one hand raised.
Okay. Yes.
Once
Hare
more,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Gordhan Jan.
Hare Bol. Yes. Okay. So Guru Maharaj's legal name was Gordon John, and where he appeared? Which place?
Milwaukee. Milwaukee.
Yes,
14
Milwaukee.
1949.
Could you please repeat again?
1949
Hare
April
Krishna.
9. April 9.
Oh, okay. Hare Bol. So Guru Maharaj appeared in Milwaukee on April 14, 1949.
April 9.
And which city was it? Anyone knows which city?
Wisconsin.
Ekadashi, after Ramnavami.
Yes, Haribol. And there were few pastimes where he was miraculously saved by the grace of Lord. Okay. So those who want to read, please keep your hands raised. Jagannath Prabhu will give you give you the chat, will allow you to read, will give you allow you to unmute and read once your turn comes. Yeah. So Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Next slide, please.
Yeah, next slide is on. The first slide is right. So anybody who wants to read can raise your hands. You can read this. Yeah, Prafula Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. His
Hare Krishna.
Holiness, Srila Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj appeared in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, USA on April 19, 1949, on the Ekadashi day after Ramnavami. We can see some coincidence, although there is no coincidence, that his location gives an early indication of his future achievements. The name Wisconsin also had the name ISKCON inside it, and the literal meaning of Milwaukee is the place where important people meet. Guru Maharaj's special relationship with God and his holy name, and it was evident from his not able to see. Prabhuji, let us
Yeah. Thank you, Hare Krishna.
In fact, even his name, Gordhan Jan, can be pronounced as Gordhan Jan, follower of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, thank you. Now, okay. So, anyone knows which year Srila Guru Maharaj got initiate Harinam initiation?
1968, Prabhuji.
Yes, 1968.
In Montreal.
Yes, in
Montreal camp.
Montreal. Montreal, yes. Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada initiated Guru Maharaj. Okay, what's the meaning of Guru Maharaj's name? Meaning. What is the meaning of the name which Srila Prabhupada ji gave, the initiated name?
So
Flag
victory
of
flag,
victory.
Prabhuji.
Flag of victory.
Yes, Jayapataka, which flag of victory. Yes, okay. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, please go ahead. Hare Krishna, yeah.
Yeah, next slide is on. Please go ahead. Anybody wants to read? Yeah, so
Hare
Sumana Mataji, please read.
When Guru Maharaj was only 2 years old, he almost drowned in a lake while swimming, but was miraculously saved by the mercy of God. Guru Maharaj's mother also remembers a very shocking incident which happened in church on a Sunday. When Guru Maharaj had gone to church with his mother and uncle, his mother suddenly noticed that her son was missing and there was some movement near altar. When they crossed, she saw Guru Maharaj, who was still a very young boy, standing in front of the Lord Jesus with his arms spread out in front and saying, "O Lord, let your name be kept holy." Although he was born in a prosperous family, the wealth and lifestyle did not influence Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, thank you. So we can see that though Guru Maharaj was born into a very well-off family, even still he had like materially he was also well-off. And later we will see that even studies wise he was very intelligent. And he was promoted like to the higher grades. So we can see that materially he was in a very good condition, but still he had like that search for spirituality. And you'll see in the upcoming slides that how he came in contact with the devotees and then how he met Srila Prabhupada in Montreal. Yeah, Hare Krishna. Please continue. Prabhuji, next slide.
Yeah, Murlidhar Prabhuji, you can read.
Hare Krishna. While
Hare
in
Krishna.
primary school, his extraordinary intelligence was recognized by the school authorities, who gave him a few years of education and moved him to a higher class. His Holiness studied mythological books as early as he could, and his interest in philosophy and spiritual matters was surprising for a young child. At the age of 11, when he became afflicted with a skin disease at the suggestion of his grandfather, he cured himself by invoking the holy name of the Lord. He was also
Hare
in the
Krishna.
top 1% of university students candidates and was offered scholarships by several major universities. His Holiness accepted admission to Brown University. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So as you can see here, that right at a very young age he had like, very young age he had the taste for the search for spiritual life. As he here that he used to read the spiritual literatures, spiritual books, and we can see that he was very good in studies also. Yeah. The Prabhuji, next slide, please.
Yeah, please go ahead. Shri Priya Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
During a guest lecture on Eastern philosophy at the university, His Holiness was awakened in the mission for which he had come and began his search for a guru. When he was preparing to go to India by the will of the Lord, he met A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada's disciples and then joined him on the day of Rath Yatra in San Francisco. His Holiness then went to Montreal and met Srila Prabhupada. In those days, he accepted menial jobs to raise funds for the temple. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami was had to perform various service like temple president working outside simultaneously. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So Srila Guru Maharaj, when he first he came in touch with devotees, and then when he joined, like he went to the temple, there he met His Grace Jayalanda Prabhu, who, and before that once he had there is mention in the book which I had read earlier that he had chanted on one, he had received the beads and those, and he had chanted on Srila Prabhupada's beads, and then later when he met Jayalanda Prabhu helped him, told him to help in the building of the Ratha cart for the Rath Yatra, the Jagannath Ratha cart for Jagannath, the Jagannath Rath Yatra which happened in San Francisco. So Jagannath Prabhu had told him, requested him to help, and it's mentioned in one of the book which I read that how Guru Maharaj and Jayalanda Prabhu, Guru Maharaj helped Jayalanda Prabhu in the building of the cart. Yeah, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Please, next slide.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah,
Being
please.
being the son of rich parents, he endured many hardships and became close to the common working people. He showed his pure devotion even in difficult circumstances to fulfill his spiritual task. Jayapataka Swami's initiation took place soon after reaching Montreal on 24 July 1968. Srila Prabhupada named him Jayapataka, which means victory flag. While pronouncing the name for the first time, Prabhupada said, "You will become the victory flag of Sri Krishna." Hare.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Prabhu, next slide.
Yeah, this next slide has come.
Yeah.
The Badger paint store is mentioned. Can you talk about that?
Yes, so Badger paint store was the paint store which Guru Maharaj's family had, and as we heard that he came from a very well-off family, and the and his ancestors had this paint store. So anyone knows? So can anyone of you all tell in which at what age Srila Guru Maharaj took sannyas?
At the age of 21, Prabhuji.
And which year and at which age he became a guru? 21 years he took, at the age of 21 he took sannyas, and he had mentioned in one of his monthly letters that at the age of 28 he became a guru. So after he met Prabhupada in Montreal, then he was serving over there, and then Srila Prabhupada instructed Guru Maharaj told him Guru Maharaj to go to India, and there he and then Srila Prabhupada told Guru Maharaj that I'm giving you the kingdom of God, and you have to and you have to develop it. So Srila Tamal Krishna Goswami Maharaj had helped Srila Prabhupada in getting the land for the Mayapur temple. And it is not, it was that day, those days it was not like how we see Mayapur like now. Those days it was just a land, agricultural land. And it was a very austere life that devotees had to lead in those days. Like they had to, it was a very austere life. And Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada told Guru Maharaj to learn Bengali and he learned Bengali by interacting with the local devotees to purchase vegetables, fruits, and he also like thought he used some new modern agricultural techniques, and also he set up a biogas plant, and, and in those days when Srila Prabhupada came to Mayapur, the devotees had made a hut on the banks of Ganga. And Srila Prabhupada told that for like a devotee, it is like who is Sattva Guna, Sattvic people. The devotees, it is nice place on the banks of Ganga, hut, you can peacefully chant. But to attract the people, he said we have to build buildings, and like buildings which have facilities and where they can stay, and then they built the lotus building. So it's a very like very austere life that the devotees, the Guru Maharaj and devotees had to live during in those days in Mayapur. And anyone tell how the Food for Life program started? What was the pastime after which the Food for Life program started? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. At the
Yes.
opening of the lotus building, Prabhupada took his prasadam and was taking rest in the afternoon. At about 2 o'clock, he heard some noise and looked at the window. Some children were like competition they were doing with some dogs for prasadam. They were taking the prasadam that from the leftover plates that were thrown after taking prasadam. Then Prabhupada felt so much shocked, and he asked that no one should be hungry near about 10 kilometers from here. So start giving free prasadam to everyone. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Bhaji. Yeah, thank you. So after that, the Food for Life program started, and even during when there was floods in Mayapur, Guru Maharaj and the devotees, they used to go in boats to the villages nearby and distribute prasadam. And when they started, they faced some challenges also. Like starting, they had to when they started distributing prasadam, devotees, the locals and the devotees, they used to all come, and there used to be huge like the many people used to come, many devotees used to come to have prasadam. And starting when they used to serve the puris, like everyone used to like try to grab puris, and then they started the line, like they used to sit, and they were very happy when they came to that. It's not just like one or two, like just rice dal or something. They're getting a whole meal, like they're distributing like puri, sabji, and khichdi, and like 2, 3 not only, and it was like a whole meal, like for the devotees who came for prasadam. And like starting, they had faced some challenges in distributing prasadam, and then later they made the system, and they used to not like after everyone was served a particular like khichdi, only then the next item is to come. Like they starting, they faced some challenges, but then later they proceeded. They proceeded and then they made the system, and then it and then they continued in distributing prasadam to many devotees, locals in the area. Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please continue. Next slide.
Yeah. Anybody wants to take up the reading for this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah, please go ahead.
In 1970, Srila Prabhupada sent him to India to establish ISKCON on his behalf so that he, along with his other devotees already present in Calcutta, would perform kirtans, enroll members in this international life plan program, give sermons, and gave public and private programs in various houses. In the same year, 1970, on the most auspicious day of Radhakshami, His Holiness got his sannyas initiation by Srila Prabhupada and was named Jayapataka Swami. Srila Prabhupada personally told Guru Maharaj that he wanted him to be one of the first 12 sannyasis of ISKCON, and Guru Maharaj accepted sannyas when he was only 21 years old. Soon served by the president of ISKCON, almost immediately helped organize two massive events where every night more than 30,000 people gathered to hear Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Srila Guru Maharaj, he was preaching is very dear to Srila Guru Maharaj, and even if his health is not fine, he used to still preach. Yeah, and he should still preach, like even if his health was not fine. Yeah, so yeah, Prabhuji, please continue next slide.
Yeah, next slide. I just presented next slide. You have put two pictures, Jay become Jayapataka Das and Jayapataka Das Sannyas initiation.
Yeah, so this is the photo of Srila Guru Maharaj taking the initiation and later taking sannyas diksha from Prabhupada. Yes, Prabhuji, next.
Yeah, please volunteer for reading this.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yeah, please.
In 1971, land was obtained at Sri Mayapur village for the construction of the world headquarters of ISKCON. His Holiness Tamal Krishna Goswami worked hard for this, and Srila Prabhupada entrusted him with the task of developing this project as his life's mission. Srila Prabhupada told him, I have given you the kingdom of God, now you develop it. During the initial development of the Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya temple, the Archa Vigraha were brought to Mayapur, which Srila Prabhupada recognized it from one dream he had years ago while preaching in the West. In one occasion, Srila Prabhupada told His Holiness that he had first taken birth as a devotee and associate of Lord Gauranga, Mahaprabhu, in India, and that he and other devotees had taken birth in the West to help spread the Krishna conscious movement. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is the Srila Prabhupada. He told Guru Maharaj that I am given the kingdom of God and you develop the kingdom. Prabhuji, could you please read the quote again?
Please
Hare
repeat.
Krishna.
Please
I have
repeat
given
the.
I have given you the kingdom of God, now you develop it.
Yes, so I have given the kingdom of God, now you develop it. So Srila Prabhupada had given the service to Guru Maharaj, the service of developing Srila Mayapur to Guru Maharaj. But today what we see Mayapur is all because of Guru Maharaj and Guru Maharaj's efforts, the hard work, the austere life, what the struggle that Guru Maharaj has taken to develop. Today we can see today if you have to get a room during Gaur Purnima or during Kartik, you have to book like some 1-2 months ago. Like there's so many devotees who come every single day to Srila Mayapur. And this is all because of the efforts and the struggle that Guru Maharaj has taken to develop Srila Mayapur. Hare Krishna. Next slide.
Sumana Mataji, please read this.
The initial days in Mayapur were difficult. Guru Maharaj was given a very small amount every week, which he had to meet all the expenses of brahmacharis, including food. To meet the challenges of the situations, Srila Prabhupada requested His Holiness Jayapataka Swami to develop agriculture in ISKCON land so as to bring about self-reliance, and Guru Maharaj followed this instruction and adopted modern methods of farming for good yield. Srila Prabhupada also requested him to learn Bengali language. As Guru Maharaj expected his use of modern techniques, procedures far better results than other farmers. And he, out of his natural kindness, shared the secrets with the local farmers, who were greatly pleased by his guidance. During this time, Guru Maharaj also built a biogas unit himself to save on cooking expenses, which Srila Prabhupada greatly appreciated. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So Guru Maharaj, when they were in Mayapur, the early days, Guru Maharaj lived a very austere life. As here it's mentioned that Srila Prabhupada is to give a amount for the whole week expenses, and they had to manage with that. And then Srila Prabhupada told Guru Maharaj to start agriculture, and then he used the modern techniques, and also he developed the biogas plant, and he shared these techniques with the local devotees. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Next slide. Yeah. There's only 2 lines. Anybody can volunteer to read this?
Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. I read.
Please read this.
Guru Maharaj organized the ISKCON food relief program in India to feed refugees and hungry people after the Bangladesh war. This program is continued for more than a decade. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Yeah, next slide.
Yeah. Preaching is my leisure time.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. So Guru Maharaj is for preaching is very dear to Guru Maharaj, and he loves preaching a lot, and we can please Guru Maharaj. We can try the like we can by preaching we can try to please Guru Maharaj. Guru Maharaj is very pleased when devotees take like devotees preach to. Guru Maharaj is very pleased when the preaching happens very good, and he has traveled to many countries for preaching. And today, what we see in Bangladesh, UAE, when Guru Maharaj started preaching in Bangladesh, he had to live in a very austere condition because those days there was nothing much like facilities. And Guru Maharaj used to do pandal programs and lot of uh, struggle he had to do, lot of preaching. So that today, if you see Bangladesh, there are so many devotees, and also UAE in the Middle East. Guru Maharaj preached there. It was very difficult condition because they could not preach in open, like they had to. Guru Maharaj used to preach in auditoriums, like rooms, like in closed areas, like, so that. And he preached in very difficult circumstances, and like the condition was not so favorable even in UAE, and he preached in that situation also. And because of that, today we see there are many devotees in Middle East also, also in Bangladesh, in many places all in the world. He traveled to preach. Yeah, Hare Krishna, bro. Next slide.
Deepti Mataji, please read this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Preaching is my leisure time. Following the tradition of constant traveling, which started from Narad Muni, who was cursed to be unable to stay in one place for very long, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami started traveling from 1979 to different countries of the world. Till recent time, His Holiness was constantly traveling and preaching in India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Malaysia, North and South America, Australia, Asia, South Africa, and Russia. His Holiness also met the need to travel to Russia, Eastern Europe, and places where ISKCON centers were facing problems. GBC was always requesting him to establish GBC in these countries where many problems exist and to solve it, to maintain the faith on devotion and spread Krishna consciousness in every town and village. Although traveling constantly around the world, spending very few days in his beloved Dham, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami once said that he felt he never left the Dham as he moved from temple to temple in cities around the world. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Next, please.
Yeah. Anybody wants to read this?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Please read.
Sri Prabhupada Sri Prabhupada once mentioned that the parents of some of his disciples had cursed them to always travel and never stay in one place. It is also the dharma of sannyasi that they would wander continuously and would not stay at one place for long. Srila Prabhupada once called Guru Maharaj and other sannyasis to his room and said that he was cursing his sannyasi disciples with constant traveling. Although there were other sannyasis in the room where Srila Prabhupada said this, he was looking at Guru Maharaj and Guru Maharaj took it as a personal instructions for himself. Guru Maharaj took this curse of Srila Prabhupada as a blessings from God, so that he may always have the strength to travel and preach everywhere. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Prabhuji. Next, please.
Next, yes, Sri Mataji, please read this.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Once someone asked Guru Maharaj whether his program should be planned months in advance or it should be arranged in a better way so that good service can be given and not rushed at the last moment. Then Guru Maharaj said that only God knows everyone's plan. So it is better for us to surrender ourselves to the Supreme Controller and Planner. And because whatever Guru Maharaj does, he does it for the pleasure of the God, and we should become tool in his hands. To work and preach continuously for 35 years is not easy for such a person who never stops traveling, who ignores all his inconveniences for this heavy program. While giving utmost importance to his service to Srila Prabhupada, Guru Maharaj gives only secondary concern to personal health. Guru Maharaj has amazing energy and he rarely sleeps. He is very resistant to altitude, weather changes, and time. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Yeah, Prabhuji, next.
Yeah. Anybody volunteering to read this?
Hare Krishna
Yes.
Prabhuji. Shall I read?
Please read.
Guru Maharaj rarely rests before 1 a.m., but he is always ready to chant and pray with the devotees in each city His Holiness visits. When we once asked Guru Maharaj to please take more rest and take care of his health, Guru Maharaj replied, "Preaching is my time of rest." Srila Prabhupada introduced Sridham Mayapur and India as Gurudatta Desh for preaching. Guru Maharaj visits 7 countries or different places far away from each other several times a week, and yet he does not stop or rest. Never seen His Holiness Jayapataka Swami saying, "Okay, now we will stay here for a week and take some rest," not even when he is ill. The devotees would fight with him for his health and ask him to stay in one place for some treatment, but no. His Holiness cares more about his mission as an international preacher than his health. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, yeah. Next slide, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj doing Nagar Kirtan in Russia and congregation in Namahatta.
Yeah, so Nama Hatta. Nama, holy name. Hatta means marketplace. So Nama Hatta was first started by Nityananda Prabhu. And Srimad Bhaktivinoda Thakur ji, he preached by preached Nama Hatta, and also Srila Guru Maharaj is preached the Nama Hatta, and this is a system where there are few devotees come together to discuss Srila Prabhupada's books, and then each one tries to get a new member, and that's how they preaching. They preach to, and that's how they increase the congregation. Yeah. So
Yeah. This anybody want to read this page?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Please read.
As the promotional minister of the board, Guru Maharaj had established a worldwide system to show devotees that how to make more people aware of Krishna consciousness and also teach them how to organize household events. Through his programs, he made several books to make preaching more systematic. He encourages devotees to attend group preaching courses and give seminars on this topic in many countries around the world. This service is close to his heart. His Holiness is at the forefront of promoting Namahatta in India as well as in other parts of the world. Given his keen interest in this area, he was given the role of promoting the congregation preaching for Srila Prabhupada centenary celebrations in 1996. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Next slide, please.
Yeah, there is some congregation and Navata. Please continue. Somebody can read.
Congregation and Namahatta. His Holiness works hard for preachers and preaches actively in India and around the world. He has learned many foreign languages and has surprisingly accepted the original Vedic culture, mainly the Bengal culture of Mahaprabhu, which helps him much in his preaching activities. One of the main activities that Guru Maharaj focuses on is on the development of Namahatta preaching centers inspired by Bhakti Vinoda Thakura, and we can see hundreds and thousands of homes across the world who practice Krishna consciousness collectively in their homes and neighborhoods.
Blind. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. Next.
Yeah, Maharaj of festivals, #1 in the world.
Yeah. So Guru Maharaj, Srila Guru Maharaj is invited to many festivals like Rath all around the world, and he goes to the and he participates very actively, enthusiastically in all the festivals, and he has the big kartal, the bombers, which he plays and leads very ecstatic kirtans. Hare Krishna, please keep your audio muted and only unmute when you have to ask or read. You have to answer. So Guru Maharaj, he leads very ecstatic kirtans with the bombers, the big kartals. You can search in the net, you'll get the kirtans of Guru Maharaj. He used to, all these festivals used to participate very enthusiastically and inspire many devotees to progress in the with zeal in Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna. Next.
Sumana Mataji, please read this.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. It is impossible to talk about Guru Maharaj without talking about the performances in the big festivals of ISKCON. His recitals with the melodious sounds of his big kartals, his chanting with the devotees on the streets of the world. It is impossible to talk about Guru Maharaj without mentioning his devotion towards his Lordship Jagannath, Baldevan, Subhadra. He is present in almost all Rath Yatra events around the world. His Holiness Hare Krishna. Bhakti Tirtha Maharaj wrote once that His Holiness Jayapataka Swami in the festivals, Maharaja #1 in the world. Since Guru Maharaja is always invited to participate in the Rath Yatra festival everywhere, and we can see how Guru Maharaja inspires thousands to participate in the festival of chanting and dancing before the chariots of the Lord of the universe. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Next page.
Yeah, next.
Prabhuji, I'll read.
Yeah, please read.
Yes, please. Hare Krishna.
Maharaja of festivals #1 in the world. Guru Maharaj is always invited to lead big Harinams, Kirtans in most of the cities of the world, basically during anniversaries, inauguration, deity installations, and Radha Yatra, as it is part of his nature to preach on the main streets of the main cities, many times after traveling from continent to continent with almost not resting and with changes in the time. Guru Maharaja goes directly from the airport to the procession site and still has energy to perform his duty to dance and chant before the Lord with association of devotees. Many devotees say that this is one of the activities that makes His Holiness Jayapataka Maharaja be deserved of the title of extraordinary person. Ability in kirtans, festivals, harinams, etc. all is connected since the beginning with his personality. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Sri Priya Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna. It is important to mention that Guru Maharaj, following the instruction of Srila Prabhupada, works with other ISKCON devotees to improve the relationship of Sri Mayapur Chandrodaya Mandir with all the Gaudiya Maths in the Holy Dham. His Holiness is the convener of Saraswat Gaudiya Vaishnava Association, which annually holds meetings in Srila Prabhupada's Samadhi Auditorium to work together with the Vaishnava leaders to implement teachings of His Divine Grace, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakura Prabhupada, and to improve the conditions of the devotees in the Holy Dham, acting in the spirit of a united family.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, activities and festivals of Mayapur.
Yeah, so every year, so Guru Maharaj, he tries to be in Sridham Mayapur during the Gaur Purnima festival at the during Kartik time. So during Gaur Purnima, there is the but the parikrama, Navadip model parikrama, and ISKCON leadership sangha, then and many other many, it's like, as you know, it starts before the Gaur Purnima, the celebrations over there, and there are many devotees congregate in Mayapur at that time. And Srila Guru Maharaj, he organizes the Navadip Mandal Parikrama and he leads the Parikrama, gives lectures. At that time, he also gives lectures on the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and he, yeah, and he leads the Parikrama.
Yeah, Muralidhar Prabhu,
Please.
please read this.
Hare Krishna. His Holiness Jayapataka Swami participates in almost all the areas and acts as GBC and co-director, and is responsible for most of the festivals and their organization, as well as the future projects like the Temple of Vedic Planetarium, and also takes part in the improvement of all the regions and also holy places. Additionally, Maharaj also helps in promoting Mayapur and fundraising programs around the world, and promotes spiritual tourism and the infrastructure of the entire region of Navadip. He is part of many committees to make Mayapur, the world famous as Srila Prabhupada wished. Gaur Purnima festival is the part of life of Guru Maharaj. From the main festivities to the small, Guru Maharaj leads an important team so things are done properly, increasing in quality year after year. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Parikrama, Anu Mataji, please read.
Krishna, Parikrama. Parikramas is one of the most auspicious activities organized by Guru Maharaja and Mayapur devotees. This is one of the most pleasing for Maharaj that shows his strength and experience in the holy dham of Navadvipa. Thousands of devotees, foreigners and Indians gather to experience the nectarian pastimes of the Lord, narrated by exalted devotees along with His Highness Jayapataka Swami during the Sri Navadipa Mandal Parikrama. And in each place, Guru Maharaj with senior devotees narrates the amazing pastimes of these holy places. Definitely, this activity is one of the most pleasing of Sri Sri Gaur Nitai. And after the Gaura Purnima festival, Guru Maharaj leads a group of devotees on safari. First was Ganga safari to the main holy place in India. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, next page.
The result of this transcendental tour is amazing. When we hear the realization of devotees after visiting each tirtha, this safari have been done under the leadership of Guru Maharaj for places like the Ganges, Odisha, Vrindavan, South India, West Bengal in general, from Darjeeling until the Delta, along with hundreds of foreign devotees. In fact, Guru Maharaj wants to show to the local people how foreigners chant the holy name and are inspired by Srila Prabhupada to visit India and have association of the holy dham. Chaitanya Leela is part of the Gaur Purnima festival, where devotees assist to rooftop of the Lotus building to hear the nectarian lectures of the pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with his associates in the holy dham. This activity is now part of the festival, always awaited by the devotees from different parts of the world, and His Highness Jayapataka Swami is very expert in these transcendental pastimes of the Golden Avatar.
Hare Krishna. Next.
Shantipura.
Shantipur. Shantipur is one of the most auspicious festivals on earth in the house of the Supreme Lord Shri Advaita Acharya. When Gauranga Mahaprabhu along with Nityanand Prabhu visited this house and took prasadam with devotees and gave special blessings, all those who go to that place and take prasadam would get Krishna Prema. So the descendant number 14 from Shri Advaita Acharya, Shri Prasad Goswami, have requested personally His Highness Jayapataka Swami to organize and lead a group of devotees to feed more than 50,000 pilgrims annually on that same day, 3 days before Gaur Purnima festival.
Hare Krishna. So it was Srila Prabhupada's dream, the desire that that the Vedic planetarium will be that the world can see the Vedic planetarium, which is the actual planetarium and actual the the sequence of the planets and not what is explained in the science textbooks, the science books.
Yeah, Shri Priya Mataji, please read.
Hare Krishna. Pandal programs. These are one of the main programs that Guru Maharaj organizes and participates in India and Bangladesh, since in this way thousands have the opportunity to hear the glories and chant the names of the Lord. Besides all the festivals that Guru Maharaj is always requested to attend, Guru Maharaj is also expert in deity installation rituals. So many times His Holiness has led these activities in many temples and locations. In West Bengal, Guru Maharaj had made an amazing work with his disciples and spiritual nephews, basically through the preaching and Namhata programs, as well book distribution, prasad distribution, pandal programs, school programs, and spiritual artistic programs. And as an example of the result of these activities in such a poor area like Siliguri and Haridaspur, we can find one of the main temples in West Bengal that were inaugurated by Guru Maharaj, accompanied by many senior devotees.
Hare Krishna. So Guru Maharaj used to, the Pandal programs used to happen, and the many devotees, many thousands of devotees used to attend Guru Maharaj, used to listen to Guru Maharaj's lecture, and Guru Maharaj has also initiated many devotees in Pandal programs, and these programs many used to attend, and Guru Maharaj used to preach to many devotees, and many people in this programs. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, please volunteer to read this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Please read.
Pandal programs. We cannot forget Kanainath Shala, a holy place by Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu on the banks of the Ganges. There, Guru Maharaj, along with many devotees, have made an important ashram, and it is frequented by devotees few times a year, and especially during Ganga Safari, with hundreds of devotees and foreigners devotees as well. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Vedic Planetarium. Dipti Mataji, please read this.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Vedic Planetarium. Together with his god brothers, His Holiness is closely monitoring and developing Sri Mayapur Dham into a spiritual city, unparalleled in human history, as envisioned by the previous acharyas. From here, it is predicted that the message of love of Godhead will flood the entire world, and a great temple will be built in this spiritual city. So Guru Maharaj, along with many of the senior devotees, are working hard to make reality this project revealed by Sri Nityanand Prabhu. His Holiness is a very active member of the GBC and have been serving in many areas in the world as a GBC in charge or zonal secretary or GBC committee member, and have been chairman as well of the GBC, and his areas include most of the continents. Hare Krishna.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, Anna Mataji, please read this.
Should I read, Prabhuji?
Yeah, please read.
Yes, please. Hare Krishna.
Vedic Planetarium. As an administrator, Guru Maharaj is very good in this area, who always presents many proposals for resolutions to increase the authenticity of ISKCON, and who works very hard with other GBC members to improve a system of justice, organizing ISKCON and its dealing with devotees and authorities. Guru Maharaj begins working ahead of the GBC meetings in Mayapur. His Holiness plays the main role as host and ensures things are done properly, giving the best attention possible towards implementing systems to improve the conditions and relationships between devotees around the world. His Highness Jayapataka Swami also has a very heavy task to protect ISKCON properties and its reputation by working with other God brothers, disciples, and devotees in general, so as to address the latest issues associated with the Ritvik philosophy. He risks himself in this service to Srila Prabhupada and ISKCON.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Giridhar Prabhuji, please read.
Hare Krishna. On October 23rd, 2008, Guru Maharaj suffered brain hemorrhage in ISKCON Juhu Bombay temple, which left him partially paralyzed and affected his brain, and he was immediately taken to Hinduja hospital during Mangala Aarti. Doctors gave him a 2% chance of survival. But as soon as this news shocked the entire global community, thousands of people were chanting for his welfare and praying to Lord Narasimha for his safety and recovery, while many people were performing special yagna and taking special parikrama in the holy names, and also performed penances for the health of Guru Maharaja. Supreme Lord Gauranga answered all the prayers and performed miracles with Guru Maharaj and brought him back to the preaching field. With some physical limitations, as he was now on a wheelchair, he was given several physiotherapy for his recovery. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. He was discharged from Induja Hospital on 20th December 2008 and was then admitted to Bhaktivedanta Hospital till 28th March, where he joined his annual safari group to Tirupati via Bangalore. He stayed in Tirupati for 2 days and then went to Madras for a short program and then went to Mayapur village. While living in Bombay, as soon as the Guru Maharaja regained the strength to preach, he went to deliver lectures at Mira Road Temple, Mumbai. Programs for Gaura Purnima celebrations and with about 5,000 devotees provided his comments on Purna Yatra, which was organized by disciples of Radhanath Swami. After this incident, Guru Maharaja never stopped traveling. Whenever the doctors allowed him to meet his disciples in his region and across the world, no matter what the distance is, he is there and also participates in the GBC meetings, either in Mumbai or Mayapur. You can also read the letters sent by his god brothers to see how dedicated he is and how impressed all are by the fact that while others would be retired or inactive, he is still serving till the end. Without caring about the limitations of the body, our Guru Maharaj is working, preaching, and making thousands of people everywhere chant the holy names of Krishna. Despite his health problems, many thousands of devotees were given initiation, and many are inspired by his spiritual strength and devotion to Sri Guru and Gauranga. However, this explanation of Jayapataka Swami is the tangent line of his overall narrative, and after receiving abundant blessings of Lord Chaitanya, Mahaprabhu and Prabhupada, he is now offering spiritual blessings to the entire world. Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Even now devotees are praying for his good health. They are doing extra rounds, yajnas, and I would like to mention two pastimes after which are two pastimes. One is that when like you can see here to this pastime that how Guru Maharaj is trying like whatever possible way he can to preach. Like one physician approached Guru Maharaj and Guru Maharaj said, "You are your profession is to give the medicines and also like your physician, so you can preach about Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam, Krishna consciousness." And then he asked like how to go about, and then Guru Maharaj told him like you teach the exercises right to for like some exercises. So at time he said, okay, you tell the patient to touch the knee and then touch the way that with not the tie somewhere here, right? And then he said, okay, this is knee, this is tie, knee tie. Then he said, okay, touch here from knee, from the knee, bring the hand here. What is this? So he said, my heart. And said, Guru Maharaj said, okay, this is the my. And then you keep clapping and say Hari Hari. So the patient will be chanting the name of the Lord, the name of Gauritai, and like and that's how they'll be chanting and they'll get the Ajnata Sukriti. And there's one more pastime we heard last time from His Grace Mahavara Prabhu. So when Guru Maharaj is in the hospital and then he called for devotees, they had already made a system through which Guru Maharaj used to communicate by alphabetical chart, and Guru Maharaj used to point the alphabets and they used to connect and make the sentence. So after Guru Maharaj ji, so once Guru Maharaj after sedation, after surgery, and so he called the devotees. So Mahavara Prabhu went and so Guru Maharaj in the chart he pointed to letters and they made up and then the devotees and they figure out the sentence they made, and the first sentence which Guru Maharaj said to devotees, can someone teach the nurse to chant Hare Krishna? So we pray for Guru Maharaj's blessings. Please forgive me if I have made any mistake. And during the interview, there's one question which everybody will be asked, whoever goes for Diksha interview, to tell the Pranam Mantra of Guru Maharaj. Either they'll ask you directly or they will ask you to tell the Bhog Mantra. And in Bhog Mantra, first we say Guru Maharaj Pranam Mantra thrice. So, Hare Krishna. Any questions? Anything you want to add? You can please add. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Gunashri Mata, you have to speak.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, you're audible.
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna. Yes,
Please
yes,
go
you're
ahead.
audible.
Hare Krishna, everyone. So Aishwarya Mataji just asked me to just talk about the initiation form. So as all of you already received a message, the initiation form needs to be submitted at the earliest, and along with the initiation form, your IDC certificate, and in case you're not from Mangalore, then you need to take an NOC. So NOC format is also available. So if you need an NOC format, it can be provided. So we have a template out there. So the completed form along with the NOC and the IDC, it needs to be in a single PDF file, needs to be submitted to Jagdananda Prabhuji at the earliest. So Prabhuji, Namaneshwara Das Prabhuji has given us a deadline of 1st July. So because there is, after we submit the form, like there is a process, the form needs to go to JPS office and they need to schedule interview out there, and all these things Prabhuji wants us to get it done by July, because August many of the devotees will be traveling and all the devotees will be busy with the temple activities. So just Mataji just asked me to convey, and today was the last class of our initiation. So anyway, like I think all the topics were covered. Still, if anything we have of any clarifications, we can always put it in the group, and we can discuss about it. So if anyone has any clarifications even after this. So yeah, and we will just pray that to Guru and Gauranga that the proposed initiation takes place during the temple inauguration, and we all get the mercy of our Guru Maharaj.
Hare
That's
Krishna
it.
Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
I had not got this done this IDC course, so
You have
anything
not
can be
done,
done.
Prabhuji?
Yeah, I didn't
Okay.
know any time. Only I
Okay,
just came to know.
I'll just inform Aishwarya Mataji about it. Let's see if anything can be done about it. So there are some IDC course, English one I'm not sure, Prabhuji, but other language it is being conducted. If it is in Hindi, maybe you could
Hindi is okay.
participate. Yeah.
Hindi is okay for me.
Yeah, so I'll just check, because I think the Odia temple, Odia group has IDC is yet to be conducted, or it's going to be conducted shortly. So I'll just check, because I think it will be in the Hindi language. I'll just get back to you, Prabhuji. I'm not very sure about it. I'll just confirm and get back to you.
There are two Mataji. There are one more Mataji, Manashi Mataji also is there.
Okay. For Mataji also Hindi is okay?
Hindi is okay, yeah.
Yeah, okay, Prabhuji. I think I'll just convey to Aishwarya Mataji. Let's see what can be done.
Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Hare
Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Pranam.
Krishna.
Prabhuji, we can stop the recording, no?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare
Yeah.
Krishna, Mataji.
When the